welcome to the deep dive. You're here because you want to get smart, fast, and hopefully without feeling buried under information.
Yeah, get those aha moments without the overwhelm.
Exactly. Today, we're tackling a really intriguing question. Could you realistically aim to earn $1 million in the next year?
It's a huge number, right? It sounds almost clickbaity.
It does. But we've dug into some fascinating material that lays out a potential blueprint. And it's not some flimsy get-rich-quick scheme.
No, it's much more strategic. It focuses on 5 specific online skills that if you truly master them and, apply them intelligently,
Hmm.
they could actually put you on that path.
Right. And what makes this worth talking about, I think, isn't just the money lure. It's the focus on skills that are scalable.
You can multiply your efforts, yeah. And automatable using tech.
And they have pretty healthy profit margins, too. A lot of this seems to hinge on using modern tech smartly, especially AI.
Absolutely. Think of it like unlocking a strategic advantage for yourself using the tools available now.
Okay, so our mission here for this deep dive is to really dissect these 5 key skills. We want to pull out the core strategies, the kind of practical steps involved.
Give everyone a clear overview of each one.
Yeah, so by the end, hopefully you'll have a much better grasp of what these paths look like and maybe, just maybe, identify something that sparks your own interest. You might think, hey, I could actually see myself doing that.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's unpack the first one. Our source identifies this as potentially the fastest path to non-Rome, AI-powered digital marketing.
Ah, yes. And what's really interesting straight away is this idea that AI is kind of demolishing the old barriers to entry in marketing.
How so? Like less experience needed?
Sort of. Those traditional hurdles, needing years to run complex campaigns. AI tools are lowering them significantly. The core idea is, well, businesses always need marketers who deliver ROI, right? Return on investment.
Always. They want results they can see.
Exactly. And AI gives you tools to cut campaign costs and boost their effectiveness in driving actual sales. It's a powerful combo.
It's about scaling impact, isn't it? The source really emphasizes that once you crack a winning ad strategy with AI,
Mm.
replicating that success across multiple clients becomes, well, much easier. That's a huge advantage.
Definitely. Scalability is key.
So, okay, if someone wants to get good at this AI marketing thing, what tools should they be focusing on? What does the source mention?
It points to a few crucial areas.
Mm-hmm.
First, within the ad platforms themselves, like Google Ads, Meta Ads, their built-in AI for automated bidding is huge.
So no more manual bid tweaking all day.
Pretty much. The AI learns and optimizes in real time for your budget. Then it mentions AI for generating ad creatives, images, maybe even video variations.
Faster A/B testing, I guess.
Yeah, potentially.
Sure.
And for writing the actual ads, the copy, tools like ChatGPT are highlighted. You could generate tons of headlines and descriptions way faster than writing them all yourself.
And visuals, if you're not a designer.
Tools like Midjourney come up. Helps create eye-catching images without needing deep graphic design skills.
Okay, that sounds like a serious efficiency boost. Now, once you've got these AI marketing skills, where do you apply them? What niches does the source say are particularly profitable?
It outlines a few interesting ones. E-commerce is big.
Mm-hmm.
Think Shopify stores, Amazon, FBA sellers. They constantly need sales.
And you could charge.
Potentially $5,000 to $20,000 a month per client, according to the material, to manage their AI-powered ads.
Wow. Okay, what else?
Local businesses,
Mm,
dentists, real estate agents, that kind of thing. Here, it's often about lead generation.
getting the phone calls or appointments.
Exactly. And for that, maybe $2,000 to $10,000 per client monthly. And the third one is coaches and info products.
People selling high-ticket courses or consulting.
Right. Because their offers are often pricey, maybe $5K to $50K per sale.
Hmm.
Effective AI marketing to find the right buyers is super valuable.
Gotcha. So you have the skills, you know the niches. How do you actually make money? What are the monetization strategies?
3 main ways are presented. First, performance-based ads. You take a cut, say 20–30% of the ad revenue you generate for the client.
So your success is directly tied to theirs.
Exactly. Aligns incentives. Second, the classic agency model done-for-you services. You charge a monthly retainer, maybe $3K to $10, for managing everything.
Okay, standard agency stuff.
And third, you could package your knowledge. Create and sell your own AI marketing courses, potentially charging $500 to $5,000 per student.
Interesting. And what about the growth? What kind of income trajectory does this framework suggest for AI marketing?
Well, the idea is, first 3 months, focus on landing your first few clients, aiming for maybe $10K to $30K a month.
building a foundation.
Right. Then months 4 to 6, scale up, maybe get to 10 clients, aiming for $50K to $100K a month.
That's ramping up fast.
It is.
Yeah.
And then the second half of the year, months 7 to 12, it's about leveraging automation even more, maybe building a small team, aiming for that $200K to $1 million annual run rate.
Okay, that's a really compelling picture for AI marketing. Let's shift gears. Skill number 2, high-ticket closing. The source calls this the instant cash skill. Why that name?
It's pretty straightforward, really. When you close a high-value deal, cash comes in almost immediately. There's a very direct link.
Ah, okay. Less ramp-up time, maybe.
Potentially.
Yeah.
If you get good at closing deals worth, say, $5K to $50K, you can see significant income quickly. The source suggests this is possible across various industries.
And AI plays a role here, too. Seems less obvious for closing.
Yeah, but it does. Tools like Clay.com are mentioned for automating the prospecting part, finding potential clients efficiently, so you can focus your energy on the actual closing conversation.
Ah, using AI for lead gen, basically, to feed the closer.
Exactly. Frees you up for the high-value human interaction part.
So becoming a master closer, it's not just about being smooth on the phone, right? What does the source say you need to learn?
It emphasizes learning proven persuasion frameworks, things like spin selling.
Spin, what's that?
It's about asking questions around the prospect's situation, problems, the implications of those problems, and the need payoff of your solution. Really understanding their world.
Okay, makes sense. What else?
The challenger sale is mentioned teaching prospects something valuable, challenging their assumptions. And even NLP, neuro-linguistic programming techniques, for better communication and influence.
So it's about structured processes, not just winging it.
Definitely. Methodologies you can learn and apply.
And where are these high-ticket deals typically found? Which industries?
Coaching and consulting is a big one. Deals there can be $5K to $50. B2B SaaS sales, selling software to businesses, often involve contracts of $10K to $100, sometimes way more.
Right, big corporate deals.
And interestingly, real estate wholesaling is also mentioned.
Wholesaling, how does that work in high ticket?
You find off-market property deals, get them under contract, and then assign that contract to another buyer for a fee. The source suggests potential profits of $10K to $50K per deal, per flip.
Huh, okay. So different avenues. Now, how do you monetize these closing skills?
Well, the most direct way is working as a closer, usually on commission. The example given is maybe a 20% commission. So close a $50K deal, make $10.
Okay, straight commission.
Yeah. Or if you get really good, you can create your own sales training program. Teach others your methods, charge maybe $1K to $10K per student.
Right, leverage your expertise.
And another option is starting a lead gen agency focused on finding qualified high-ticket leads for businesses, and then maybe you or others close them.
Got it. And the income trajectory here towards that $1 million goal.
The source suggests maybe in the first 3 months, closing like 5 decent deals could bring in $25K to $100.
Wow, that is fast potential.
Then months 4 to 6, it's about systemizing your process, maybe using those AI prospecting tools, getting more efficient, potentially hitting $50K to $200K a month.
Systemizing the closing machine.
Kind of. And then latter half of the year, the idea is to leverage that success, maybe hire other closers, build a small team, and scale towards that $500K to $1 million annual target.
Okay, very interesting. Let's move to number 3. AI, automation, and no-code sauce. This sounds techy, but also like it's about recurring revenue.
Exactly. That's the big appeal here. Financial freedom through recurring income. The core idea is finding business inefficiencies and building automated solutions using no-code tools plus AI.
Without having to be a traditional coder.
Precisely. And businesses are apparently willing to pay good money for this. The source mentions $500 to $10K a month for custom automations that save them time or make them money.
Because inefficiency costs them a lot.
Absolutely. And the fact you can build these solutions without years of coding experience using visual tools is a game changer. And yeah, the recurring revenue model is much more stable for long-term wealth building.
So what are these no-code tools exactly? How do they work?
Key platforms mentioned are Zapier and Make.com. These let you connect different apps and automate workflows between them. Like when someone fills out a form, automatically add them to a CRM and send a welcome email.
Okay, connecting the dots automatically.
Yeah. Then there's Bubble.io, which lets you build more complex web apps, actual SaaS products, without writing code. It uses a visual interface.
So you could build your own software tool.
Potentially, yeah. Or internal tools for businesses.
Yeah.
And the ChatGPT API is mentioned for adding custom AI chatbots into these automations, making them smarter.
Okay, I can see the power there. What specific problems could you solve for businesses with these skills? Any examples?
Some really practical ones. For an e-commerce store, you could build an AI chatbot for 247 customer support, answering common questions instantly.
Frees up human agents.
Right. Or automated LinkedIn lead generation scraping profiles based on criteria, sending personalized connection requests.
Streamlining sales prospecting.
Exactly. Or automating CRM tasks, follow-ups, lead scoring based on engagement, making the whole sales process smoother and more efficient.
Okay, cool. And how do you monetize this? Build the automations, then what?
The main model is monthly subscriptions. Clients pay you ongoing fees, maybe 300 to 5K per client, for the automations you build and maintain for them.
So recurring income, like we said.
Yep. You can also charge one-time setup fees, which could be substantial 3K to 20K or more per automation, depending on the complexity.
For the initial build.
Right. And finally, white label solutions. Build them to useful, let other companies rebrand it and sell it as their own.
Yeah.
Scales your reach indirectly.
Interesting. And the income growth path here.
First few months, the goal might be landing about 10 clients, aiming for $5K to $30 in monthly recurring revenue.
Building that client base.
Then months 4 to 6, scale that up significantly, maybe aiming for 50 clients, pushing towards $50K to $200K a month.
That requires finding a lot of businesses needing automation.
It does. Or finding clients willing to pay more for complex solutions. And then months 7 to 12, it's about further scaling, maybe specializing in an industry, perhaps building more sophisticated sauce on Bubble to get into that $500K to $1 mailer annual range.
All right, fascinating stuff. Skill number 4, YouTube plus short form content. This one feels more about audience building and attention.
Exactly. It's about scaling attention. YouTube's powerful because it can pay you directly per view via ads, but also opens doors for sponsorships, affiliate marketing.
Multiple income streams from the same content.
Right. And then you have the explosion of short-form video, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. These platforms let you gain visibility and build an audience incredibly fast.
And then drive that traffic somewhere else.
Yeah, drive that attention to your main YouTube channel, or maybe to high-ticket offers or your own products as a traffic engine.
So if someone wants to jump into this, how do they succeed? What's the advice from the source?
First step, critically important, pick a lucrative niche. The source suggests things like make money online.
Always popular.
Yeah, lends itself to affiliate stuff. Or AI and tech reviews, attracts tech sponsorships. Even luxury lifestyle for high-end affiliate products.
Find where the money and audience overlap.
Pretty much. Then efficiency is key. The source talks about repurposing content smartly. Take one long YouTube video and chop it into multiple short clips for Shorts or TikTok. Use AI tools like ChatGPT or Pictory to quickly turn video content into tweets, blog snippets, etc. Maximize your reach from one piece of core content.
Work smarter, not just harder, on the content creation.
Exactly. Leverage those tools.
And the monetization. How does the money actually flow from YouTube and short form?
Several ways. Ad revenue from YouTube itself is one. The example given is maybe $10K a month at 1 million views, though that varies a lot.
Sure, it depends on the niche, audience demographics.
Right. Then sponsorships, brands paying you to feature them. Deals could be 5K to 50K, depending on your reach and engagement.
Big potential there.
And finally, selling your own digital products, courses, templates, guides. Priced anywhere from $500 to $10 or more. That can be very profitable if you have a loyal audience.
Okay. And the income growth trajectory for a content creator aiming high.
Months 1 to 3, it's mainly about building that audience, getting consistent. Income might be low initially, maybe $1K to $10K a month from early efforts.
Laying the groundwork.
Yeah. Months 4 to 6, you start strategically monetizing that audience you've built, aiming for maybe $20K to $100K a month through ads, sponsors, maybe a first product launch.
Things start moving.
And then the second half of the year, it's about scaling everything content production, maybe hiring help, using more AI, optimizing monetization, really building the business around the content, aiming for that $500K to $1 annual level.
Makes sense. Okay, let's hit the final skill, number 5. Copywriting and high-converting funnels. This sounds like it's all about persuasive writing.
Absolutely. The source really hammers home the value of good copy. Writing that persuades people to take action, to buy things.
It claims good copy can increase sales tenfold. That's a bold claim.
It is bold, yeah.
Yeah.
But the point is, effective persuasion through writing is incredibly valuable. And because of that, businesses are reportedly willing to pay big bucks, 5K to 50K or more, for a single sales page that really works, that converts visitors into customers.
And AI helps here too. I assume tools like ChatGPT.
Exactly. ChatGPT, Jasper, Claude are mentioned as tools that can help streamline the process, generate ideas, draft sections, overcome writer's block. They don't replace the skill, but they enhance productivity.
So what fundamentals do you need to master to become a skilled copywriter, especially for these high-converting funnels?
Learning established persuasive frameworks is key. AIDA is mentioned.
Attention, interest, desire, action. Classic.
Yep. Grabbing attention, building interest and desire, then calling clearly for action. Also, the PAS formula. Problem, agitate, solution.
Identify the pain, make it feel real, then offer the cure.
You got it. Understanding buyer psychology and structuring your message effectively using these frameworks.
And where is the highest demand, the biggest money, for copywriters specializing in high-ticket stuff?
The source points to sales pages for coaches and consultants selling expensive programs potential for $5K to $20K per page.
Because one sale is worth a lot to them.
Exactly. Also, writing email sequences for e-commerce businesses. A well-crafted sequence nurturing leads and driving sales could net you $3K to $10 per campaign.
Okay. And how do copywriters and funnel builders actually make money from this?
The most obvious path is freelance copywriting, charging per project. Those fees we mentioned, $5K to $50, is possible for high-value projects.
Project-based income.
Right. But also, like the other skills, you can eventually package your expertise. Sell your own copywriting courses, funnel templates, maybe even offer complete done-for-you funnel building services. Create leveraged income streams.
Makes sense. And the income growth potential here, aiming for the million.
The suggestion is maybe months 1 to 3. Land just 3 good clients. Could be $15K to $50 in earnings right there.
Quick start possible if you land the right projects.
Yeah. Then months 4 to 6, scale up your client work, maybe take on bigger funnel projects, aiming for $50K to $200K a month.
Building reputation and capacity.
And the latter half of the year, months 7 to 12, it's about refining processes, maybe building a small team of writers or VAs, potentially developing your own signature funnel systems to scale towards that $500K to $1 annual revenue goal.
Okay, wow. So those are the 5 core skills. But the source doesn't just list them, right? It suggests a kind of execution plan, how you might combine them over the year.
Yes, exactly. It proposes a strategic focus month by month or in blocks.
Mm.
Months 1 and 2, the idea is to combine AI marketing and copywriting. Get the message right, then use AI to amplify it.
Foundation first.
Right. Then months 3 and 4, focus heavily on high-ticket closing, converting the leads you're generating.
Capitalize on the leads.
Months 5 and 6, shift focus to building scalable systems with AI automations, make everything more efficient.
Lock in the processes.
And then the final 6 months, 7 through 12, are about major scaling, ramping up YouTube and content, optimizing all your funnels, really pushing for that big goal.
That's a packed year. Does it mention any overarching rules for success to actually pull this off?
Absolutely. 3 key rules are emphasized. First, no distractions. Ruthless focus on revenue-generating tasks only. Cut out everything else.
Easier said than done, but crucial.
For sure. Second, outsource early. Don't try to do it all. Hire virtual assistants, maybe for $5 an hour according to the source, for admin tasks, freeing up your high-value time.
Delegate the busy work.
Yep. And third, leverage AI everywhere. Use AI tools constantly to 10x your productivity across all these skills. Make AI your partner.
Okay, focus, delegate, leverage AI.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, finally, the source gives a kind of final verdict, right? Like, where should someone start based on their goals?
Yeah, some starting point recommendations. If speed is your absolute priority, get Cashflow now. Start with high-ticket closing. It has that direct link to immediate income.
Makes sense for immediate needs.
If scalability and rapid growth potential are what excite you most, the recommendation is to start by mastering AI marketing first. Build that scalable engine.
For building something big, maybe?
And if your main goal is long-term, sustainable wealth, recurring revenue, building valuable assets, then starting with AI automation and no-code SaaS is suggested as the most strategic path. Interesting. Different starting points for different priorities. So, there you have it. That's our deep dive into this framework. Potential pathways to aiming for $1 million income in a year. 5 key online skills, all supercharged by AI.
And it's crucial to reiterate, this is based on the source material we analyzed. It's one specific perspective, one strategic approach. Not a guarantee, obviously.
Of course not. But what I find compelling is that underlying emphasis on, well, focused effort, acquiring really high-value skills, and then smartly using the tech that's available right now.
Yeah, it provides a concrete set of routes someone could explore, even if the million-dollar goal in a year is incredibly ambitious. The skills themselves are valuable regardless.
Absolutely. And that really brings us to our final thought for everyone listening. Thinking about these paths, AI marketing, closing, automation, content creation, copywriting, and reflecting on your own skills, your interests, what genuinely motivates you.
What feels like a fit?
Exactly. What initial steps might you feel inspired to explore further? Which of these resonates most? And maybe more importantly, why does it spark your interest?
Yeah, it's about finding that personal alignment.
Hopefully, this deep dive has given you a solid starting point, some food for thought for your own exploration if you decide to, dig deeper into any of these areas.